Okay, in this video what I'm going to do is we're going to discuss how I came up with the various sounds in the song Besame Mucho. And again, if you've not connected the organ in accordance with the MIDI loopback videos, which I put up first, make sure the organ is set up accordingly, because what we're going to do right now is we're going to go in and explore a little bit about the sound engineering, and I'll get into more of this later. So this is kind of just a cursory. What I did, and I'm again sorry that I can't show you the whole organ as I push buttons, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. What I've got right now is I'm looking at the flutes, okay? And what I did was I took the flutes and I turned all the tremulants off, all of the effects. It's just straight through. The organ is on Echo 2, depth 10 for the flutes. Lot of echo. And basically that's that sound right there. And what I've done also is on the sound 1 and 2, basically what we've done is on sound 1, pardon me, that's on lower manual 1. And I'm going to put the some system files. You can download this whole registration. Yeah, sooner or later here I'll get that posted. Lower manual orchestral sound 2 is the bell, tinkle bell, and lower sound 3 is the synth brass. So we have sound 1, this is lower manual now, the oo. Sound 2, the bell, and then sound 3 on the lower manual, which is... Alright, so those are our three sounds. Now again, make sure the organ is set up according to the MIDI loopback. Your MIDI cable is now plugged in. And what we're going to do is we're going to access the MIDI setting panel. And you might be able to pull this off on other brands of instruments, but this is where we're at on the techniques. I'm using an FA1. Go to the basic channel. And remember, when you have this all set up according to video 1 and 2, these are all going to be turned off. What I'm doing right now is I've already got this set up for Besame Mucho, but I'm going to tell you what I did. So we've got the sounds of the organ flutes, which by the way are not turned on to where you play them. It's turned off. We're going to use accordion, remember, on the upper manual. But it will still, the rhythm unit is still going to play the flutes. So let's explore the MIDI channels. I'm going to use 1, 2, and 3. Upper organ is going to be listening, that's the tibias or the flutes, on MIDI channel 1. The lower instruments 2 and 3, lower sound 2 and 3, that's the tinkle bell and that synth brass, is going to be listening on 2 and 3. Okay? Now we're driving that with the automatic rhythm, so remember APC is the automatic portion. See other, everything's off. We'll get into using these later. Now I didn't use 1, but we did use 2 and 3. Okay. I'm sorry, I did use 1. 1 is the flutes. The driver for the flute, the upper manual flutes, is going to be accompaniment 1. So if you have your organ accompaniment 1 on the rhythm unit turned on, that signal is going to go to the upper flutes. So it's listening on 1, sending on 1. Accompaniment 2 is going to be sending on 2, and number 2 is going to be sent to the lower manual sound that we had, which was the bell. Okay? The automatic rhythm accompaniment 3 is going to be sent on channel 3, and the organ is listening lower sound 3, which is that brass, synth brass, on 3. I remember on the previous video we also talked about the drums. We simply put those on 15 and we transmit on 15. Now remember, what I put on 15 was keyboard percussion, because we are actually interested in all of these keyboard sounds being run by the drum unit. So watch the video on how to hook up the drum unit, and I used the Soul Kit. Remember, you can't access these via the rhythm unit, but you can with MIDI loop. So we have the complete organ now set up with our sounds. on these MIDI channels, and you can save this on your disk. So here's my accordion. Alright, now I'm going to start the rhythm unit, and notice that when I played this, you didn't hear the flutes. Those aren't even turned on, but they're going to be listening. They're going to be listening for what comes out of the rhythm unit. Remember, accompaniment 1 is going to be going to the flutes. Okay? So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to turn the rhythm unit on. Okay, and I'm going to, now you hear that ooh sound. Now I'm going to turn on accompaniment 1. You're actually listening to those drawbars being played through the rhythm unit. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, now I'm going to put the rhythm unit back on. Now listen. On the lower manual is a synth brass, and it's getting its signal. Lower sound 3 is getting its signal from the rhythm unit on channel 3. So the accompaniment 3 is actually playing the lower manual voice synth brass. So when I put them both together, the drawbars are being played by the rhythm unit. The synth brass on the lower manual is being played by the rhythm unit. And we're going to turn on the accordion, and that's all we're going to have on the upper manual. So you get this. So there you go. That's exactly how it's done. And as I said, I'll put up some videos alerting you that there are files to download. If you have an FA1, it's going to be pretty much straightforward. You just download the file and the registrations will be there. But I hope you enjoyed how to use this MIDI settings to make that sound on Besame Mucho, because what you're hearing there is not possible without the MIDI loopback concept. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video on how to set up for Besame Mucho using MIDI loopback. Thanks for watching.